In this video, I talk about who does as-built documentation, who would go measure the buildings, draw them, and then do the drawings that represent the current or existing conditions of a building. And in case you're new to this channel, my name is Jay, and I'm the founder of As-Built LA. We are a local company based in Los Angeles that specialize in measuring, drawing, and modeling buildings for architects and interior designers. We service LA, Orange, and Ventura County, and then we provide files in AutoCAD, Revit, and SketchUp format. And now, back to the video. So the short answer, or the TLDR of this video, is basically everybody in the design and building industry, they tend to take care of the as-built documentation. They would measure the buildings or the projects that they are working on, all right? Now, looking at the list of people that are actually usually working with as-built drawings, I put this list not in a specific order, but typically architects at the top of the list are the ones that mostly need the as-built drawings of a building. And the reason for that is because architects are the ones that almost coordinate with everybody involved in the project, from the property owners to other designers and engineers, and then working also with the government agencies, different agencies, to get the building permits and get the project going to approval. So architects are the ones that tend to provide the as-built for any project they are working on to the other designers and professionals that they are working with. The next group of people that typically offer or take care of as-built documentation and measuring for their projects are interior designers, because not all projects require the involvement or the role of an architect. Sometimes homeowners or property owners, they engage the services of an interior designer to take care of a specific space or a scope of work that doesn't require a building permit or working with engineers. For example, let's say new finishes or new paint or no furniture. Now, even though the scope is different and doesn't require extensive work on the building, still interior designers will need to often go and measure the space so they can do their design, they provide the layout, review it with homeowners or property owners in general, and then keep going with the project. The next group of people is design and build firms. Now, obviously, design build firms are typically they take care of design as an architect or an interior designer or both, and then they also take care of the construction. So it's more that they take care of a larger scope of work, or they take care of more phases within the project, and then the same, because they are doing design, they actually need the layouts or the as-built drawings of a building that they are working on. The next set of people that require as-built documentation and also take care of it is basically contractors and builders. Sometimes you engage a builder and you want to get a quote from them and you want to talk to them. A lot of homeowners, property owners, they're wondering about the construction costs before they worry about the design costs, and they reach out to contractors. And almost the answer is always from contractors and builders is that I need to see layouts, because without the layout, let's say we're doing an interior remodel, okay? And you want to do a new kitchen or a new bath, but then in order for the contractor to bid on the project, they need to see the existing layout of the building. And some of them, they will go and measure it themselves. They will go just maybe measure just the kitchen. Or if the owner wants to work and have extensive scope of work, then the contractor will go and measure the whole place, draw it in CAD, or not draw it, at least like get the measurement, so they can get a sense of the square footage of the building or the area within the scope of work. And based on that, they can price their services. So that's why contractors and builders often offer to do as-built documentation or take care of it as part of their services. And then the last group is specialized companies, as-built companies like us at As-Built LA. We work with all these groups that I already mentioned above, and basically we go and take care of the measuring for them, because sometimes they are very busy, especially bigger firms or larger firms with a lot of staff or a lot of projects, or even smaller ones if it's just an architect and his assistant or an interior designer, and they don't have time to measure the building. Sometimes more than often, documenting a building and drawing the as-builts is a lengthy process. There's a lot of details involved, And a lot of designers and building professionals, they choose to offset this task to a specialized company so they can take care of it for them. So that's one case, that's one scenario. Another scenario, some buildings are very complicated. There's a lot of curved walls, or the building is too tall and it's just tough to measure, or almost impossible to measure with just a tape and basically a laser measure. So that's why specialized companies jump in like us, and we take care of the measuring, and we typically do it with LiDAR scanning, which is much more accurate, faster, and gives an exact layout of a building. So those are all the groups that typically take care of as-built documentation. Otherwise, that was it for this video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. You can also email us, text us, or call us, and we will be happy to assist you. Till then, see you in the next one.